All right. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, welcome back to another round of Lacuna. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 59% of the. Oh, let's see if we'll finish this game tonight. Correct. Toggle investigation. Sell. Okay, so we gotta find out the name of the company behind the Liberators, where they are based, sector, what they specialize in. Right, and also our daughter is missing. Yeah. Our apartment. Here. Heading up to the roof. Noisily. Jeez, is that ever noisy? Noisiest roof I've heard. Imagine living under them. Just odd time, not all the time. Sometimes it's a bunch of the small reasons. That is the big reason. Get smart. Gonna stay up here a little bit longer, maybe with the telescope, see if you can spot the daughter. One fucking note. Yeah. Off to home and bed. Let's see. Developments in Bainey's murder. Rest.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Right. Up the stairs.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought maybe it had been the wrong call to let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox. I was curious about his explanation as to why he had opened fire on us, but mostly I was glad that I hadn't had to shoot him.
Now. Oh, it is fixed. I have a visitor. Slate. Robot playing dumb. All right. Who the hell is this? Better not touch my lizard. Yes, they pay me well. Who the fuck are you? Oh, it's a face stealer. There's your M&M minis. The cat's just gonna fuck with you because you're high. You know this. He knows this. So the cat's gonna fuck with you because you're high. You know this. He knows this. See? So there's your M&M closet. Chocolate bars. I know there's actually like a old box of pot of gold in the cupboard. We'll see. Zora's just here to talk? I don't think so. You want... Shh. You need a guy on the inside. Or what? Oh, yeah. See, why don't bad guys ever lead with this? We have your daughter. Yes, definitely lead with that. Took your daughter. Where is she? It's still good. Oh, radicals. Who is this we? Nope, we don't have the drive. Oh, what was plan A? Just give you the drive? I'm not giving you my goddamn cell. Are they? Let's see. They're still good. Only the caramel ones that melted. I think it's the caramel ones on the bottom. Yep. Okay. Oh, your expiry's fine. So yeah, do not store pot of gold chocolates sideways in a cupboard during a heat wave. Oh, I have no place to put them over here. I'm on top of the shirt. You want to set up a back door? No. Whose credentials? Yes, it does. Oh, not Gary. Fine. Gary's. Gary better not get. I would just shoot her. Yeah, the lizard's done nothing wrong. Want to start a new life with him. Motherfucker.
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts.
All right.
Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened. She knocked on my door in the early morning, but I didn't open. I tried to decide on a course of action, but I couldn't concentrate. My mind alternated between trying to remember my last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work, not sure if I was ready to talk to Kat. I must have stood outside her apartment for a few minutes when I finally made a decision.
Uno momento. Okay. Back of the box. Yeah. About Laura. Call the police. Yeah. What do you mean, how can I do that? Yes, like I had a fucking choice. Yeah, off to the train station. Wee! I figured you'd like that one, Sparkling. Talk to Gary. Let's talk to Gary. Hi, Gary. What's in the news today? Alright. I thought you said good morning, comrade, not Conrad. Talk to Saito. Okay. Here. What's up, Saito? Everything on the pin board. Okay. Investigate on James Moore and his wife. Some bank statements. Third took a CV of the guy who fired at you. Saviant. Grew up on Joe. What's his name? Okay. Born as Albert Bolt. Oh, no wonder he changed his name. His family's company went bankrupt. Hey, Chief, what's up? Yes. Send you some mini. No. Okay, yes, you stood for all that. Okay, what's the difficult decision? Getting fired. Thought so. Near future. Okay. Oh, I can't check out the inboard yet? It's an email. New apartments. Okay. Sheet. Ah. Data is about Walrus abduction, Laura accident, Saviant attack, Sector 2 incident, Charon collision, District 6 explosion, Hope scan. I'm guessing it's going to be Sector 2. That took place some random date on one of the planets. Okay. Chief. What the fuck? Need to roll, it's usually the top one. I did with the arrest Cox. Fine. Okay. My objectives now. Oh, talk to Gary. I want to talk to Gary again. Fine, I'll talk to Gary. Hmm? Someone shouldn't have got fired. Okay, so let's see the recap. That's right. So the other person was? Okay. He was the middleman. Higher ups at a larger company. So we got the CEO. I wouldn't say the key figure. Probably another paid lackey. I gotta figure out more. Okay. Chat with Cox. Okay. Watching it. This is the only door then. How do I read so fast? I've always was able to speed read. Questions, waiting for the kill team. Shoot us. There's not much to see on the haircut. He just had a few knots trimmed out, but no real difference. I may be a witch, but that's no reason why I speed read.
Another glorious morning. Makes me sick!
Now, what did life force you to do? All the missions we ever get come. Fair enough. Escort their goods, offer them personal security, you name. Responsible for security at Sector 2. I just. Now we get to look at the pin board. Wanting to look at this thing the entire goddamn time. That was the pin board. Oh. Here. Here? No. Pin board. There's just more stuff. No. Box house. Yeah. Seriously, where's this pin board? Oh. Yeah, bank statements. Let's see. It's $200 for subscriptions. $50 at the bar. $50 for bucks for groceries. The $4 at the bar. Groceries. 10 grand for salary. That doesn't. No, the year's not. It's not the year 1840, right? I wish I made 10 grand a month too. Oh, I guess it is 1840. But considering that there's flying cars and all, chances are the economy's a lot different. Security professionals, record, cyber implants, resistance against drugs, shortened reaction time. Wait, has resistance. Cyber implants there. He has resistance to mind altering drugs. What's going on? Let's see. Disease treatment. Okay. Sick wife. Alright. Off to go see the wife. Oh, I hope. Off to work I go. Is that possible? A little bit, yeah. Oh, it could be a bad trip that you go.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, Protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
Never know what you had until it's gone. Yes, still after him. Can't find him. I've always managed. Does some shady stuff. That was me. Where's your husband, ma'am? Where's your husband? Oh, what message was that? Orion Hol- Promise to do my best. Right?
The Corian Hotel. I didn't even need to look that up. It was directly next to the Grand Church at Corian Square, one of the most important houses of prayer for Saviants here on Gara. It probably would be crowded with believers and tourists tomorrow morning. No doubt it was the Liberator's next target. The rush of making progress in the case only lasted a few moments until I realized that now I had to make a tough decision. If I told Zora about the target, I couldn't tell the CDI, and vice versa.
Okay, yes. So, the wife is pregnant. Her husband is out doing some stupid terrorist shit to pay for her lung medication because she used to be a miner on a different colony, and all the miners there were inhaling toxic fumes that damage the lungs. But yeah, so now she is pregnant. She did tell us where to locate her husband. Asked us to promise not to harm him, which we'll do our best. And brings us to now. We're trying to go to the hotel to see if he's there. What the fuck, Zora? Where'd you come from? I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, not yet. Sure. No, I'm good. Let her go. So your boss's name is William? I do feel bad about it. All right. Damn it, now who's calling? Oh? Oh. Oh, that's shitty, kid. Enter the church. All right. There's Oda. Oh, don't use deadly fire. Oh, run to the back door. Okay, let's do this. Harry, I thought you said I was taking point. Okay, Gary. Come out, James. James, don't be stupid. Come on, James. Drop the bomb. You have your unborn child. Okay. Come on. Dr. Cat. Cat. Wait, no. Hi, Cat. Yeah. Spend more time. Do this. Hug her. Give her a hug. Both need it. Okay. Now off to bed. As I don't have any more. God damn it. Oh, awesome. Mr. Bills, contracts. Okay. On the message. What does Young want? I go to bed. It's used in mine. Sorry, that sector don't to this. Yeah. All right. Peruvian Anium transports. Yeah. Oh, 3 would be mine. Anium would be Dyson or Android. Flex, but they're on our planet. I'm thinking Dyson.
You may be asking yourself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
Okay. Any more stupid visitors? No? God damn it! Okay. Tax. Basically at a CDI computer. Okay. 4x4 by 458. Okay. What the data is about? Well, not telling us. Won't do any of this. Let me know if Laura is okay. Emmett, woman, answer the question. Ooh, lost control, crashed into a building. Woman inside, dead on spot. What about you? Yep, you are definitely garbage. Inherent value. Hey, Horace. How's it go? Let's pet the lizard. Good lizard. Damn it, Ed. I'm busy.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Okay. Figure out the sheet. Um... see, so 1800 incident. Oh, this one. Okay. Place in Dravia mining. Selenium. Sure. I am.
Abbott Dyson. All the signs pointed towards him and his company. I didn't feel like I had the full picture just yet, but some aspects finally made sense to me. None of the people we had encountered seemed to support what the Liberators claimed to stand for. This wasn't a Garian terror group at all. It was Drovians, Savians, hired guns, and business people, all working for one man's false flag operation. What was he trying to accomplish? Stir up enough trouble to force the solar system into a war? I had talked to Dyson the morning after Banny's death. He was still in Gara, hiding in plain sight, and I still had his number. I considered my options. We needed to arrest him, but maybe we could have a chat first, just the two of us. Once the CDI had him, he wouldn't be able to talk freely. I took out my cell and tapped his face in my contacts.
That's right. Shall speak to me. My hair's so floppy. Flop, 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 flop.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Yep, the hair is fluffy. Yes. Mountain. Identify the bartender. See, it pays to be a skeptic. Aw. Thanks, Chief.
My heart was pounding. Would Dyson really come, or did I spook him? Did he suspect I was onto him? It would be a while until I found out, so I sat down and took a deep breath. At least I had a little time to think about what to say to him if he showed up.
Greetings, Mr. Dyson. Here's all the evidence before you. Tell me why. For economic reasons? Then why? Oh, well, that's the price of being a colony. Sparked all this up. Yeah, you're support of the negotiations. No war is worth it. Makes you think that. You mean? Oh, I didn't have a look. Couldn't have a look. Point. How was it sabotaged? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So Amelia's behind all this? Well, dead people don't talk. Dun dun dun. Gonna have to arrest you. Hey, them bitch. Yep, you're under arrest. What do you know about the abductors? A higher profile job, you go to them. Okay. And Cox's role? Ah, family friends. Gotcha. Okay. Did that. Yes, I'm sure Holloway. I think it was on Gara? No, Jovia. Oh, gotta go see Gary. Okay. Stairs. Okay. Our office. Hey, Gary. Right? Damn it. You Mrs. Moore? I'll tell your husband that he's an idiot. Why did you do it? Back at Miller's. Who gave you the instructions? Mr. Cox? Okay. Device for ad spot hack. Bomb. Don't know where he got the explosives from. Yeah, you gotta go do some prison time.
I was supposed to write a report on my findings in the Liberator's case. but I wasn't able to concentrate for even a second. First, I needed to wait for my colleagues to go home to be alone with Saito. He always worked late. But then what? What if he refused to help me? The idea of having to force him was devastating. He was my friend, after all. When I finally managed not to think about it anymore, a much more dire thought crept up on me. Laura might die tonight. And if she did, it would be my fault.
Well, let's make it so it's not. Saito! Here. Here. Wherefore art thou, Saito? Huh? Oh. What over here? No. Over here? Nope. What over here? Nope. Damn it. Yeah. Oh. In our office. There you are. Daughter was kidnapped. I need your help. There's no plan of action. I am the plan. That's right. Holy fuck. Yeah, there's no time to notify people. We got 5 minutes, people. Yeah, why not? Okay. Let's do it. Oh, incoming call. Come on, Saito. Got it? Good. Yeah, I need to see. Industrial zone on the fringe of the city? Okay. Rattlesnake farming. Interesting name. Pitch me out later. Why not? They're expecting me. Go to the roof. Roof.
I inserted the stick into my cell and opened up the folder. My heart was pounding. For a moment, it looked like the data wouldn't load, but then the files started appearing on the screen. Dozens, maybe hundreds of documents, messages, pictures, and videos. They were decades old. Most of them dated 1799 or 1800. Their confidentiality level was one I'd never seen before. This was the type of data the Gyarian network would instantly pick up and trace, both to its receiver and back to its sender. It made sense to physically hand-deliver it if one wished to remain anonymous. I didn't know where to begin, so I opened up the very first file in the list, the oldest one, with shaking hands. It was a document sent from someone at the Department of Commerce to the director of the CDI at the time, Emilia Thorne, now Attorney General in charge of the Justice Department. My eyes widened as I skimmed over the paragraphs. When I was done reading the letter, I checked the time. 20 more minutes. I sat down and opened up the second one, then the third. As the conversation went on, a plan was hatched between a handful of politicians, special interest groups from the private sector, and high-ranking members of the CDI. I didn't recognize most of the names. Some might have been pseudonyms. I stopped looking at the files halfway through and let my head sink onto the backrest. Even though they had used very careful language at first, the goal and purpose of the operation were abundantly clear. The failure of Sector 2 hadn't been an accident. Gyarians had plotted and engineered it to gain sole access to Drovia's resources, and given its strategic importance at the time, ultimately retained supremacy over the solar system. My head was spinning while I tried to figure out what all of it meant for the present, and for me. I had long doubted the integrity of the CDI. Was it still rotten to the core, or had things changed? I didn't know about any ongoing operations that were breaching interplanetary law, but then most agents at the time of the Sector 2 incident hadn't known either, and some of the things I did know about, I didn't want to think about them too much. Now what? On the one hand, the public had a right to know. The culprits had to be found and brought to justice. Reparations had to be paid to the affected families and businesses. On the other hand, if the truth came out, the liberators would win. Savient extremists might be emboldened enough to take control of the colony and declare independence. If that happened, Gara would send its ships, and New Joran might send theirs to back up their Savient brethren, and to finally gain access to the planet's Telanium, of course, if their side won. Hundreds might die, thousands even. Time was running out. I tapped the contact of a journalist I had met a while back. I still hadn't made a decision when I heard the dial tone. The data would probably go through if I decided to send it, but there was no way in hell it wouldn't be traced back to me. My heart was pounding so loudly in my ears that I almost didn't hear the voice on the other end.
Do we get to be WikiLeaks? Oh. Yep. WikiLeaks time. Okay. Off targets and then done. Move! This is a greenhouse and not a weed farm. Oh, we got one down. There we go.
In the final corridor, we passed by a large surgery room. I didn't think about it at the time, but that must have been where they had given Zora her new face and implanted Boyd's fake ID. The only thing I could think about was whether they'd moved Laura or done something to her the moment they'd heard us coming.
Oh, there's Laura. Dun dun dun. That's good decision. Oh, that's a bad decision. Oh, that is how negotiation. That works. I should cooperate. You couldn't have kidnapped my daughter. Bad, Zora. Bruh. Or st-
And that's it. The most tumultuous days of my life, and possibly in Garian history. Abbott Dyson has been charged with interplanetary terrorism, first-degree murder, and more that would put a normal person away for multiple lifetimes. Unfortunately, he is one of the world's most influential billionaires, and as it stands now, he isn't going to prison for more than a few years.
sounds about right.
It is rumored that he's putting someone else in charge of his company for the time being, and will be allowed back at his post after serving his sentence.
That also sounds about right.
With their mastermind unmasked, at least it's safe to say that the Liberators won't ever make another appearance. Even though Dyson and Cox each lost a lot in the Sector 2 incident, I don't believe their actions were really driven by a righteous thirst for revenge. Almost all the people who have suffered and must
Perfect
still
timing.
suffer from their actions had nothing to do with Gara's past crimes. Ultimately, Dyson had tried to start an interplanetary war in hopes of increasing his profit margins, and he might still succeed in it. The data I leaked sent a shockwave through the solar system. The source of the leak was quickly discovered, and the CDI not only fired me on the spot, but also tried to scrub me from their records and made all sorts of claims to discredit me.
Yep.
The Garian state scrambled to spin the narrative on the Sector 2 incident, but the data was authentic and unambiguous. 40 years ago, the Savient colony on Drovia had been sabotaged in a secret operation initiated by a handful of Gyara's top politicians, economic elites, and the CDI under the leadership of Amelia Thorne, now
Amelia.
Attorney General and leader of the Garian Department of Justice. It became clear to me why she had tried to hide the data, fired the chief when he got too close, and ordered the arrest of Alfred Cox when she realized who he was. She is currently awaiting trial, along with a number of mostly retired politicians who were implicated in the conspiracy. Lara is free again and seems to be doing okay, but I wonder every day about the scars this experience has left behind. Even though I know I'm not directly to blame, I will never forgive myself for inadvertently dragging her into all this. As for me, I am free again, as free as I was before, but my life is forever changed. Catherine and I are dating again, however crazy that sounds. Things are so different now. The world is so different that maybe something good can come of it again.
Well, yeah, you don't have that job holding all your time.
And finally, Zora. There was a moment when I thought she might have changed. I saw hesitation in her eyes, or maybe it was all in my head. Despite everything she had done, her death upset me. It took the CDI a while to find out anything about her previous life. Turns out her name used to be Elizabeth Davis. She and her friend Boyd had been picked up by the mercenaries as teenagers on the run. Both of them came from affluent Garian families, and both had been reported missing, presumed dead. When they burned her body, Zora's parents were the only ones there besides me. As I stared into the flames, I wondered what her life could have been.
They do open burnings? Nice. Viking funeral. Oh. Yeah, under 2 hours. I kind of figured finish it around then. This game was actually a lot better than what I thought I was going into. I played some 2D side scrollers that seemed to have had potential, and it failed either storyline or game wise. This did really well. The only thing I would probably change is, like, the autosave was nice, but let us manually save. Is like we have to go or stop the game, and we were almost at the next checkpoint. We don't want to stop where we would have to waste time trying to get back to that spot. That'd probably be the only thing I would change. Otherwise, yeah, it was a fairly decent game. Great voice work, great graphics, excellent storytelling. Yeah, no, I quite enjoy it and look forward to see more from this company. Even had a proofreader. You don't see that often. They really didn't want to screw up on the story here if you have a proofreader. They even had they give credit to their interns. Like, a lot of interns and, like, their testers. Like, a lot of the interns don't get paid. And the fact that they got credit for that, that's just great. And their testers and the special thanks. Good for this company. Like, wow. They're even showing off their licenses too, and that's really cool. Alright. I actually wonder if this company has any other games out. Bye, mouse. That clap was for the game. Yes, if it was for me, I'll take it. Okay, let's see. Digitales. Oh, it's just Lacuna that they have. But the game did just come out too recently, a few months ago, so they probably aren't working on anything yet. Let's see the publishers. Assemblage Entertainment. A prologue. When they say prologue, an actual prologue or a demo to the first game? Okay, from reading the comments, it's the demo. Okay. Um, okay, it looks like they do have a few games that would be interesting to play. A few games that I have. Okay. As Assemble Entertainment usually has some interesting people that they publish for. What about Whisper Games? There's some there too. Okay. Um, why not both? Yeah, yeah. I'll accept it either way. Okay. Let's see. Uh, tomorrow tomorrow we're doing Spyro. Wednesday is Alice. Thursday's Remember Me. Friday I gotta figure out a game. But yeah, until then, guess I'll uh, pass you guys over. Build hand. He's playing Smite. Show him some love. And take care.